Hayward with it. Still without a bucket. To the middle. They need this. And Davis slams it home.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
With 1 on the clock. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up 19. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of
15.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Three-pointer, Harden. Davis with a rebound. Here's Lyles. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Elevating like a rocket booster, Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Off target with the three. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
And Harden with the slam.
Strong, aggressive take that time from Harden.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Drummond. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Outside Love. And stolen by Covington. To the inside. Drummond. Love grabs the miss. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Hayward, good.
Or keeping that ball tight like it's on a string. I love seeing Hayward get a little tricky with his handle and create for himself.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Clarkson with the ball. Hayward picks him up.
Threw it down with force. Terrific flush.
Westbrook outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
Here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. There's a screen by Love. 5 on the clock. Covington grabs the board. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, throw it down! Nice!
You know, teams try to buffalo Giannis, but I tell you what, this kid is relentless.
Three-pointer, Harden. Drummond grabs the miss. Pass to Hayward. Drummond inside. Back to Hayward. He drops it from range. Hayward's got 6 in the quarter.
Hayward very reliable from deep now. You can't let him get his feet set and get comfortable from that distance.
Here's Harden. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Strong D, defending the lane with authority and not fouling.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Hayward's got 9 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The home team calls timeout. almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Left side, Booker. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here's Lyles. 5 points in the game. Jams it in off a great move.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Lyles a screen. Over Chris. Lyles' shot is good. 9 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. Misses the three.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. Lets the three fly. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Booker. Pass to Chris. Here's Turner. Outside Booker. Shoots over Caruso. Back to Chris. Now Turner. He's scoreless. Second chance shot. Got a piece of it.
I love that block. I mean, it just shows how hard he competes. He doesn't want to allow anything easy at all.
Here's Bullock. Off target from outside. Here's Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Lyles. 9 points in the game. No good with the triple. There's 38 seconds left in the second. Booker for three. Booker missing again.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Caruso, left side. Pass to Lyles. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall. Lyles has got 7 points for the quarter. Outside Booker. Here's Oden. The put. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow! And so that's the end of the first half. Up 10. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Now here's Westbrook. Driving in. And jams it home. Westbrook.
You know, one of the things about Westbrook that has always been evident is incredible motor, especially when he's heading to the rack.
Here's Harden. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Something I really like about this guy is his heart. He's invested in the outcome of every game and every play.
Inside. And the jam by Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Clarkson outside. Outside Love. Down low. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Here's Harden. Drummond grabs the miss. And here they come. Hayward outside. Six on the shot clock. The three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Up top, Harden. 14 points for him. And then Harden with the jam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
It's blocked by Gobert. Outside Harden. Here's the three. And it's Harden again missing. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Drummond. It's Covington on the wing. Westbrook outside. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Hayward outside. From outside the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Boy, we're really seeing the best of Hayward tonight. He's really a versatile scorer, all kinds of ways to break down the defense.
And Harden with the slam.
And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Outside Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Outside Love. There's the three. And the three-pointer goes. Love's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Hayward for three. Drummond. Second shot opportunity. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Three-pointer off the mark.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Antetokounmpo, bam!
And, you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. It feels like nobody can stop him.
And timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get...
Watch out!
Big finish!
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Here's Rozier. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Caruso misses. Here's Booker. Oh, coming in hot. Booker.
And he's cooking with some grease, hot grease. Always fun to see guys catch fire like this.
Pass to Davis. Antetokounmpo inside. He's got 10. Here's Lyles. And a miss there on the triple.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Caruso on the take. Antetokounmpo outside. Here goes. Oh!
Wow.
Get
Come on,
away!
with authority.
Giannis making it happen. Brushing off that contact on the drive.
Back to Booker. Nifty move. Doesn't go for him.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. They're up by 8. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Rudy Gobert's doing. Allie?
He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he could play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more clarity now.
Booker can't get it to go. Pass to Hayward. Three-pointer. And Booker pulls it down. Chris the screen. Clock at 6. Outside for Rozier. It's picked off. In transition, here they come. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, the thing that jumps out at you about Westbrook is his dynamic athleticism, but his mechanics are very sound, too.
Booker on the take. And the shot goes down. Booker's got 28.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
It's Covington on the wing. Hayward, right side. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Garnett.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Back to Booker. Hayward with a steal. In transition. And finished off by Westbrook.
Nice pick to ignite the break that time by Hayward. Defensively, doing a nice job anticipating there.
Booker. And Booker throws it down.
And nothing better than seeing that cushion the screen provides and firing away.
Pass to Covington. Westbrook outside. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Off with the layup. Booker with it. Guarded by Covington. Knocked loose. And stolen by Covington. On up the court. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Westbrook's so good at navigating the defense. This guy has ball skills, dexterity, and a motor that just doesn't stop. He gets to his shot when he wants to.
And so Westbrook nails both of them. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Left side, Harden. And the layup is good off the glass. Harden's got 22 points.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint.
And the jam by Drummond.
I think it's always a good idea to let Hayward go to work in the pick and roll. I mean, his decisions and his timing and execution are usually right on.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
All he saw was the hoop, disregarded anybody that tried to step in his path.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And then Westbrook slams it in.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
The home team calls timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Harden. Caruso rips down the board.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Fires the 3. Money from 3.
Taking advantage from the three-point line. Gotta play better defense there.
Outside Harden. Oh, touches it off the glass.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
The 3 ball is down.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Clarkson! Harden outside.
10 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. Both hands there for a little extra.
This team knows to just keep Harden fed right now, because when he's on, he's cooking.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the finish.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And that's why you hear coaches say time and time again, go to the rim.
He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
And it's Westbrook off the drive.
He never tamps down the intensity. Westbrook keeps pushing to keep them in this.
And here's Harden. There's the drive.
You can see Giannis learning how to make good use of that exceptional length with that block right there.
And here's the fast break. Westbrook fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
There's a screen by Love. Booker. Can't get the three.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Oh, deflected. Dives for it. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Timeout.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
The home team calls timeout. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So neither attempt will fall that time. The home team calls timeout. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And a three would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that. And looking to even the score with a huge three.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Welcome, everyone, to this critical Game 5 in the Western Conference on 2K Sports. The winner tonight will be just one victory away from moving on to the second round. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. You take a look at the home team.
The winner of Game 5 often becomes the favorite to take the series. A win here could do wonders for them, but a loss would mean having to get one out on the road.
I really don't like their chances if they can't win this game, but I don't see that happening. I mean, in an atmosphere like this with these fans behind them, I think they'll grab control of this series.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And so he makes both from the line.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Pass to Harden. There's a screen by Love. From the arc. James Harden, and that's good. Harden's got 5.
And we know Harden is a laser now. He has confidence in that long ball. The defense has got to get on it.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, he misses the easy stuff. And it's Gordon Hayward with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Harden. Picked by Gobert. Inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And here's Drummond. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's where Drummond generates most of his offense. I mean, he's got a lot of moves in the low post.
Three-pointer, Harden. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Hayward. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup. Antetokounmpo has gotten his second bucket.
His size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
Harden scanning the floor. And Harden with the slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And Harden with the slam.
And James Harden feeling spry, giving the defense. And how about that, Andre Drummond? No, you didn't just show me that kind of creativity in a 7-foot frame at about 1/3 of a ton.
Now here's Harden. He's got 14.
Decided there was no need for a soft finish on that take.
And Giannis throws it down.
I'll tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
he makes a first.
The free throws are such an overlooked part of the game, and that's why these guys shoot them every day.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
Now here's Westbrook. No points yet. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the drive. And Rozier pulls it down. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Now here's Hill. Pass to Drummond. Second chance effort. Can't get the layup.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the visitors call time here. Minute 58 left in the first quarter here. And it's Caruso on the take. Pass to Bullock. Fires the three. Rebounded by Oden. To the inside. Chris. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Rozier. Still without a bucket. To the paint. Outside for Booker. Launches a three. The shot no good. Outside, Hill. "56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Lyles missing. Booker with it. And the bucket is good.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Hill with the steal. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Davis. Davis a screen. And finished off by Davis.
Adding insult to injury with their dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
And you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Outside for Booker. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Booker again missing. Antetokounmpo looking it over. It's Hayward on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Booker. Back to Turner. From outside the arc. Gets the three to fall.
And that's a really strong play. Ends up with a free ball.
Westbrook outside. He takes it in. And finished. finished off by Westbrook.
Russ is at his best when he's playing downhill. Pedal to the metal, attacking the cup. Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Pass to Turner. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the visitors call time here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. For three, O'Neal. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Westbrook left side. Goes up on the wing. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Westbrook with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, come on, Giannis. Unreal.
You know, teams try to buffalo Giannis, but I tell you what, this kid is relentless.
The drive by Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
It's Hayward on the wing. Davis a screen. Clock at 6. Hayward, good. Hayward's got this first bucket of the night.
You know, he may not be the biggest, most physical guy, but Hayward can score inside with the best of them because he's strong enough and he's really crafty.
Right side, Harden. Lets it go from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Giannis with the jam.
Antetokounmpo unleashed, scoring with no restraint and enjoying every minute of it.
Clarkson outside. Harden from outside. Keeps it alive. Love. Pass to Gobert. Outside Harden. Now Clarkson. Over on Antetokounmpo. And it's Clarkson missing.
Probably not the shot they had in mind. But you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Harden into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
Yeah, what a take by him there. Seeing a lane and tearing right through it.
And so Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now Hill. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. This one for 3. And finished off by Davis.
And Hill really swings the ball over nicely. Talented distributor who looks out for his guys.
Chris the screen. Outside Booker. Shoots over Hill. No good there. Off the double clutch.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Fires the 3. Rebounded by Oden. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Booker on the take. Pass to Oden. Down low. off target. And here's Caruso to the middle. Here's Lyles. Caruso outside. Over Chris. Pass to Bullock. Here's Lyles. He's scoreless. Jacks up a three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He got the look he wanted off the pick there.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Bullock. Here's Lyles. Back to Bullock. Here's Lyles. Takes a three. Knocks down the triple. Lyles has got his second basket on the night.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Booker with it. And it's Hill picking him up now. They still need this. Rebounded by Lyles. Three-pointer. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Now here's Clarkson. Still no points. Up top, Harden. There's a screen by Love. Pass to Clarkson. Fires for 3. Unable to get that one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Harden misses. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
Oh, Covington with a block.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Outside Harden. Another shot. The shot won't fall.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys. Missing their first 4 attempts.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Giannis making it happen. Brushing off that contact on the drive.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Clarkson, right side. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Elevating like a rocket booster. Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
Westbrook taking his time here. And jams it home. Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Harden into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Strong, aggressive take that time from Harden.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
outside Harden. For the lead. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Hayward outside. Love with the defensive effort.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Giannis going downhill. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
To the inside. Gobert. Good work defensively by Drummond. Back to Hayward. 4-3. Connects from downtown. Hayward's got 5 now.
Hayward's got such a quick release on the catch and shoot. Even before the ball gets to him, he's already making up his mind when he's going to let it fly.
And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
With the reverse slam, that was sweet.
The finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And Harden with the slam.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
How about the unselfishness of his team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Checking in for the away team. Number 8, Devin Booker.
1:46 left in the third quarter. And finished off by Davis.
Man, that's just phenomenal basketball from him. Carving up the defense with his slick passing ability.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Tries to keep it alive. Pass to Lyles. Shot clock at 6. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Booker off the bounce. Now here's Chris. Booker surveying the D. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. To the paint. Here's Chris. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Booker for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Leading by... And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Hill with it. Pass to Lyles. Left side, Davis. Back to Covington. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. Chris pulls down the board.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Checking in for your home team, Andre Drummond.
Outside Booker. And Booker, cash on the three.
What a skilled long-range shooter. I mean, imagine if Booker keeps getting better from that range.
Hayward for three. They get it back. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Westbrook. Misses from short range. Chris with the ball. And Drummond picks him up defensively. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
To take the lead. And Booker hits from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Down low. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Ooh, nice little finish at the rim there for Booker.
Excellent work in close by Booker, showing how composed he is down there, too.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Turner.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Chris the screen. Here's Booker. And he nails that one right through the heart. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Hayward, good.
How about this old school look from Hayward? Not afraid to knock down that mid-range J. To heck with those analytics.
Outside Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Covington grabs the board. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Hayward outside. Nails it from 3. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Outside Booker. The 3 is up. Oh, Booker answers the 3 right back.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
And the visitors call time here.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He loved their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Westbrook. Gobert pulls it down. Harden with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Outside Harden. Oh, the stuff!
good as that. Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Westbrook. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
What you expect from Westbrook coming up big in the biggest moment.
Now Harden. There's a screen by Love. From downtown. Yes, sir, with the three.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Oh, the long ball, no good.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
14 foul. Substitution for your home team.
Clarkson, left side. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. In transition. Hayward buries it from outside.
When the pressure mounts, you want to get the ball to a guy whose pulse is flatline. That's Gordon Hayward.
A minute 9 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Love outside. 5 to shoot. Oh, Gobert! Right there on the putback.
Big time delivery. Go, Gobert.
The drive by Westbrook. Hayward outside. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
And here's Harden. Driving in. Ooh, he leaves no question.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And so they foul intentionally.
Gordon Hayward. Third personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
You know, with Booker's range and basketball IQ and athleticism, I mean, he's got a chance to develop into one of the game's all-time greats.
And so Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. And an intentional foul right there.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And with this win, they've piled on the pressure. They only need one more victory to close the series out.
And this was a critical performance. At 2-2, a team season can ride on a Game 5 like this one. They did a terrific job of rising to the moment and taking control of the series.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs.